Hello everyone, tylovsims here, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a long time since I have uploaded, and I apologize for that. This, what you're looking at the moment, is one of the reasons why. So in real life, it has been a dream of mine to design and build our own house. I don't know why. I think many of us can share that idea, that it's just been something that a lot of us want to do. And for me personally, it's been a huge dream, and it's finally starting to get a little bit of traction. So we have a piece of land that's up in the mountains, and we are looking at designing and building a home to put on it in real life. And I'll apologize in advance. My cat is loving the cat tree right now, so if you hear anything in the background, it's likely them either falling off of it or coming over to say hello. Um, so they're going to do their own thing. But anyway, so this is one of the concepts that we looked at, and we're pretty settled on it. And I wanted to hop on and show you folks. So I've been using The Sims to model everything. My partner is very visual in that they have to see it in 3D as opposed to seeing it on paper. I'm a little bit better at seeing stuff on paper and in plan view. So I kind of use The Sims to draft up what it would look like based off of the plans that we have as a visual tool for him. So it's kind of fun to be able to use this as a tool for some real life stuff. So a couple of things about the house. I'm just giving you a little overview of the outside. So it will be fully off-grid. It has to be with where we are building it. And because of that, we wanted it to be as efficient as possible. So we're going to take passive house principles and use that to help build and guide the house design. And for those of you who don't know, Passive House is a German building standard that started in, I think it was the 70s. Don't quote me on that though. But it's a lot older of a concept than people think. And it essentially looks at the building envelope, so all of the exterior walls, the air circulation inside and outside, and keeping and using passive solar heat and cooling to help keep the house comfortable year-round without putting a huge demand on utilities, so like your power, essentially. And since this has to be off-grid, we thought, what better way to to design and think about building this house as a way of limiting our solar usage and our demand on that. So this is kind of what we thought about, and it needs to be built into a hill. Just the land that we're on has it built into a hill. And since we are Canadian, we thought, what better kind of design style to have than to essentially like do the Canadian mountain style house. So this is a Canadian mountain style house. It's very popular all over British Columbia. We're on the East Coast, so we thought that it'd be cool to bring a little piece of West Coast design to the East. So yeah, I'll just give you the tour now. Our basic needs are that we need 3 bedrooms, we need 2 bathrooms, and I really wanted a nice kind of entryway and good workflows. So you enter here on the 2nd floor. It's an upside down house. And the justification for the upside down house is we do have a view property. And since it's a view property that needs to be built into a hill, the best views are from the living spaces. So you come in through this front door, and this is the entrance. So we've got a nice spot to kick off your shoes, place to sit down and kind of get those shoes off and whatever, and leave the work there. And as soon as you come through here, this bank of storage would be where you take off your coats. So shoes off first, we're a shoes off house, coats go in here, and then you're ready to enter the space. Now, this is the kitchen. I love cooking. I really do. It's it's almost therapeutic, like and a little meditative. So I designed this kitchen purely for the way that I cook and how I approach cooking. So I always start by getting my ingredients out of the fridge. So they would set down on this island. You'll notice the sink is not in the island. I don't like sinks in islands because that is the one dedicated prep and chopping area that you have in your kitchen. It's the most valuable kind of surface space. So why would I take away my most valuable surface space by putting a sink in the middle of it? So this is where all of my veggies to be washed will go. I then put them on a little tray. My tray goes over to the sink, and my sink would look out over our view. This is actually pretty similar to what our view would look like, just we're a little bit more forested on either side. But anyway, so this is where I would do my washing of the veggies. From there, I go back to the island to chop them. I always have a little bowl out that I put all of my little scraps in and whatever. And from there, I jump it to the stove. And once you're all done with your stove stuff, you can just slide it over here to be able to wash them and put them back up there. So it's a really efficient kitchen layout, and it's something that I've clearly thought a lot about. My kitchen in my current house is not nearly as efficient as this. And so we spent a lot of time thinking our way through our routines and how it looks. And if any of you would like to consider building your house in the future, I would highly recommend sitting down and like going through everything from your routines to how you actually live in the space, and being realistic of what your needs are. And this is a really good reflection of that for us. So for example, our dining room is right here. We don't have a dining room in our current house or a dedicated dining space. So I really wanted to have one of those. Growing up, eating with our families was huge for both my partner and I. And we wanted to be able to bring that over to this house. And our family is pretty close, so we always have them coming over, so we needed 6 seats. And then off of that, we have our storage pantry area in here. And then from there, we pop over to our living space, and you'll notice there's no TV upstairs. We're not massive TV watchers when we have people over. Like when people are over at your house, you don't come over to somebody's house to watch television. You come over to somebody's house to visit them. At least that's how we are and how our family operates. So because of that, we don't need one up here. When you're here and you're chatting and getting to know the people that are in and catching up. But an absolute must for us was the fireplace. So we live in a cold climate, and yes, this is more of a passive house, but you still would have to have something to supplement your heating and cooling. And since we are off grid, wood heat is the easiest, most accessible heat for us to have. And if you've ever had a wood stove, you know that wood heat is the best heat. It's super dry, it's really warm, makes it so cozy. And if you've never had wood heat, you're missing out. I'm sorry, but you are. So we needed to have that. And then over here, this is where our wood store would go. Because another thing, I have back issues. Weird TMI thing, maybe. I don't know. I think a lot of people struggle with back issues. And so carrying wood in and out of the house is kind of a struggle for me. So by keeping the wood stove on the same level with no thresholds the whole way through means that our little wagon that we have, I can go out and get wood and load it on our wagon and literally just wheel it right into the house to where the wood stove and our wood storage is. So that way there's no heavy lifting and none of that other stuff. You can literally just put it in the wagon and wheel it inside right over our floors. These are real hardwood floors, which some people would be like, why are you bringing a wagon from outside all over your hardwood floors? Houses are meant to be lived in. We like the wood floors. And honestly, every little scuff and scrape and whatever tells a story of your house. And rather than try to keep it pristine, we're okay with the story that it tells. Maybe it's because we live in an old house right now. The house that we're in now is almost 100 years old, I think. And there's some stuff that just, it tells a story. And we really love that. So why not have it here? Books, love books. And then out here would be our porch. Now, in real life, I would screen this in. I didn't bother doing that in The Sims just because, why? Why bother it? But in real life, I would put this as a screened-in porch. solely because we have 4 seasons, and I want this to be a 3-season porch. So it is covered, and with the screens, you'd be able to use it all year round without having bugs and everything, and still be able to operate both inside and outside. So that's kind of the justification for that. Now, there is a bathroom upstairs. It's tucked right around the corner. It's just a 2-piece bathroom. And that's just to save us from running up and down the stairs and to save our guests from running up and down stairs. But anyway, yeah, so it's just right over here. So when you come down the stairs, there's a nice little landing here, and you immediately walk into what would be our bedroom. So we do have a television in our bedroom, and we do have a gaming console in our bedroom. I'm not crazy about having TVs in bedrooms, but my partner loves it, so we're gonna have to compromise on that one. But it is kind of nice that, before bed, we watch, Love is Blind and that type of stuff, which, may be a little bit problematic as a TV show concept, but it's entertaining for us. It's kind of a guilty pleasure to unwind at the end of the day. So there you go. There is an Xbox. My partner is a Call of Duty person. I am a Hogwarts Legacy person. So either way, it's kind of a staple in our house. And this is our closet space. You'll notice that there's no walk-in closets. I'm the type of person that if it is behind a door, I won't know what I have. Like if I have to walk in and see all that stuff, you can have too much of a good thing, and storage is one of those things that I can have too much of. So if you give me just a really nice, efficient wall storage closet, that's more than adequate for us. So you'll notice that it's wall storage the entire way through this house. So then as you keep coming down the hallway, this here would be kind of our linen cupboard for extra bedding and towels and that type of stuff. And then when you pop in here, this is our gym. So this is technically the second bedroom, but we don't really need one. But what we do need is a gym. I do either a walk or yoga or mobility stuff every morning, and my partner does a walk every single morning. And normally we would walk outside, but again, because we have the 4 seasons here, you have to have some type of indoor space, because let me tell you, walking in the middle of a snowstorm is not fun. And we're, again, going to be up in the mountains, so you get a lot of snow and a lot of wind. So that's just a not great combination for probably about 5 months of the year, usually. So that's why we've got this little space in here. And then in this door, I didn't put a laundry room just because this is a Sims house, and I can't stand laundry in The Sims. It's really annoying. I hate that you have to, click the washer and say, load it, then wash it, then remove it, then move it to the dryer, do the same thing. I'm like, I can't with that. The number of steps that it forces you to do in Sims gameplay is it's ridiculous. But this would be the laundry room in real life. And the reason why it's here is because it can vent directly outside, which is really good for fire safety. Dryers and washers, whatever, but dryers in particular is one of the leading causes of house fires. So if it can't directly vent outside and it has ductwork and all that other stuff, you are at substantially higher risk of having house fires. So I put it here. It's directly leads outside, and because this would be built semi into the hill, it would keep this room at a stagnant, constant temperature, which would help from the overheating and everything else. So that's what this would be. And then at the end of the hallway, we have kind of like a kids' room, guest bedroom, place to stick people when they come over. It's just an extra bedroom that would have bed space. So that way, whatever the future has, future proofing, this would be the room that could expand to take on those duties. And here is our large family bathroom. I don't like cleaning enough to have multiple washrooms. So the 2-piece upstairs and this one big main bathroom downstairs is perfect for me, because I don't want to have to clean 3 or 4 bathrooms. It's just yeah, I just don't want to. So that's why there's only one full bathroom downstairs, but it has everything that you need. It's got dual walk-in showers. This here would be like a really nice soaker tub. You know, we've got our toilet over there in the corner, which is like semi-private as well, which is super nice. And then we only have the one sink because we are rarely in the bathroom at the same time and in need of the sink at the same time. It's very, very rare in our house. So I'm like, why put two bases in when we don't need it? So anyway, that's pretty much it. At this end, you can walk out here. There's also a staircase that comes down from the upstairs area, and this is our patio. Now, since we are off grid, this would be a wood fire hot tub, but I still want a hot tub. And then you got a little art easel space, which I would use all of the time. Under here would be like an outdoor yoga space, which we would both use. I like being outdoors to do yoga in the summertime and inside in the wintertime, so it's a nice area for that to do it. My partner is a gardening connoisseur, so he needs all of the space to grow all of our lovely vegetables. We get about 10 to 15% of our veggies from the garden in the summertime. And with all this land that we have, this could easily be expanded. So it's you know, he loves it. So you go out there, and I love eating it. So I'll eat the fresh vegetables, and he can grow them. And then over here is our fire pit. We have fires pretty much every weekend in the summertime. It is huge for us having the bonfires. So if we can make a really big bonfire, it'd be great. My in-laws live really, really close by to where this will be in real life. So having the ability for our family to come up and over and have like a massive campfire and everything together is something that's really appealing to us. So that's where this can all happen. And then there's some staircase that will go up. I think I'd probably not have this as stairs in. I'd probably have this more as like either a ramp or, you know, something else, just for accessibility purposes. But in The Sims, it looks good, so I was like, yeah, let's go. And then upstairs, we have our 3-car garage. We don't have 3 cars, we have 2. But you also have space that you need for wood storage. You have space that you need for like 4-wheelers and stuff like that. So all of that would go in here. Which, you know, you can never have too much storage, and a garage is a great place for that. And then along the same vein, this is our little shipping container that we have. This houses all of our electrical stuff. So all of the off-grid things that come with it would go in here because it's super secure. They're they're the toughest thing on the planet, really, because they go all over the place. So having that to house all that equipment would be fantastic. And then big driveway. It's also a pretty easy driveway to get to. So that way, if you're ever like, you know, cleaning out the driveway and stuff like that, this is kind of weird to say, but I've been looking at tractors. I'm obsessed with the idea of having a tractor. With like, you know, the front loader and the backhoe and all that other stuff. So this here would be really easy to clean with that. And you can get like a big snowblower attachment that goes on the back of them. And you can just use that to clear all of the snow out. So I wanted a driveway that was really easy to clear. So if you look at the direction that you come in, it's literally a straight shot to the garage doors. So I could just take the tractor out of here and straight shot it all the way down to there and then all the way back up. So it would only take probably 4 or 5 back and forths to get that driveway cleared. So super nice, super efficient. And yeah, outside we went with this is wood shingle type siding, but we wouldn't do it with actual wood. You can get it's not vinyl, but it's a more durable material, and it holds its color, but it lasts longer than wood does because I don't want to do a ton of maintenance. So it mimics the look of the shingles without actually being shingles. And we went with red. I really love red houses. So they blend in with the autumn. Like the fall is my favorite season. So when all of the leaves and everything changes colors, this house will blend in perfectly with it. So yeah, that's our house. Hopefully our future house, and kind of the justification for why we laid everything out the way that we did. And I think it's good to show this as well, and like give you an idea about what this process looks like, just because like everybody has their own needs and their own wants, and even if you're thinking about doing a renovation or something like that, it's easy to get caught up in the like aesthetics of it and the allure of like a fancy walk-in pantry and a massive walk-in closet and all that other stuff. And it's like, yes, but there are costs to all of that. And, thinking about what you really need and how you live is really important in house design. So the aesthetics themselves of this place can change at any time. But the core building itself and the layout and everything is what stays. So if you can really think your way through those, then that sets you off right for the future. So, and again, like all of the glass, all of the views, the fact that it is truly south facing, and it's just it's a pretty fun thing to look at and aspire to, and hopefully in the future this is what'll happen. So let me know what you think, and whether anything that you would change. Maybe what does your dream house look like? And I want to know, are there some things in this house that if you see anything that's like a glaring, maybe rethink this or maybe rethink that. Honestly, let me know. I think it would be pretty cool. Plus, to have a second set of eyes on everything is always nice. But so far, this is our best guess. Everything is subject to change, but this is where we're at. And thank you so much for tuning into this video. There's a million things that you could have on the go, and yet here you are at watching this video. So I really do appreciate it, and thank you very much. I'll see you all in the next one. And yeah, I'll leave you with this view because this is a really nice view of the house. All right, bye everybody.